to Folklore Unlocked. I'm Austin, and like always, I'm joined by Ethan.
Yep, hello again, everyone.
And this week, we are in Utah, looking at the Utah Monolith. And the description behind the monolith was that it was a male pillar that was located in northern San Juan County, Utah, in a red sandstone slot canyon, which if you're on YouTube, you can see what it looks like here in the bottom right corner. And it was placed illegally some sometime between July and October 2016 on the public land. And it was 9.8 feet tall, or if we've got any non Americans out there, that's roughly 3 meters tall, and it was made out of metal sheets into a triangular prism. And the identity of its creator or creators is still unknown.
I'm really surprised no one took credit for it. Really.
Same here.
Yeah, so how they went about finding it is it went unnoticed for over 4 years, and it was discovered by the Utah State biologists in November of 2020 when they were doing a helicopter flyover looking for wild bighorn, on a wild bighorn research mission. And the members of the general public found its location in a matter of days using GPS and Google Earth. And I think the person that actually did find it was Reddit user Tim Slane, because the Utah State biologists were trying to keep quiet about it, but they said, "Oh, we found it," but they did not say where they found it at. So this Reddit user went on Google Earth and he compared the flight path that the state biologist took against the red and white sandstone terrain from their videos they showed, then also used clues from the cliff heights and then the canyon's erosion patterns from the videos to find the location of this thing. And I just think that is amazing.
Typically, I would say Reddit users typically have too much time on their hands, but we gotta remember this was 2020. Everybody had too much time on their hands.
Yeah, this isn't even some of the craziest stuff that users of the internet have found items.
Exactly. This is kind of mundane.
Mm. And the site was located what was once part of Bears Lars National Monument until 2017, and it was added back in 2021. And the site didn't have parking, restrooms, or cell service. And Google Earth shows that the monument was sometime installed between August 2015 and October 2016. And then there was a Dutch journalist that used the satellite images to figure out that the time period was probably more likely July 7th, 2016 to October 21st, 2016. So that's just a smaller gate of time that it was probably put in. And the locals feared that with so many people going to the area to look at the monument, that Native American artifacts and the site could be damaged.
Yeah, I'm still surprised that somebody hasn't took credit for it, let alone nobody saw this person or persons taking all this material and to build this, nearly 10-foot tall object.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it was not built on site. It was probably built somewhere else and moved there. Because later
But
on. Okay, go ahead.
but still, that's a 10-foot tall object that you would have to sneak in.
Yeah, yeah. And then the removal of the object, like we were talking about there, it might be hard to get a 10-foot object there, but it was able to be removed. So the intense media coverage caused four members of Utah to remove it on uh, November 27th of 2020, and they kept it for about a month before giving it back to the Bureau of Land Management, who still has it to this day, as far as we know. And DPS released a statement which they quoted the Bureau of Land Management that regulations is that it's illegal to install structures on public land without permission. And then they also have no matter what planet you're from, just in case it was extraterrestrials. And I just thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, even
And
what? Go ahead.
you go ahead.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it was able to be taken out of there, like in one piece. So I'm guessing it was possible to take it there in one piece.
Yeah, I would assume too, but like we said, this had like intense media coverage once it was discovered, and over 200 similar monoliths were were erected in various countries, with many of them on purpose. Which, surprise, surprise, weird metal structure in the middle of nowhere causes imitations, and the material used. So the metal wasn't magnetic, and it was made out of 1/8 inch stainless steel or aluminum that was joined by rivets, and apparently it was hollow on the inside with silicone caulk or epoxy found near the base, and striking it made a dampened sound indicating some sort of insulation.
Just
Why a monolith? Why a monolith would need insulation? I don't know.
just hearing that it's hollow makes me really want to know what was inside of it, if anything. Because kind of like the insulation thing, I'm like, why would it need insulation? There could have been something inside of it that we didn't know about.
Exactly. The world may never know.
Like nothing supernatural or extraterrestrial. Just I wonder if like whoever made it put something in there just to be like just weird, like just put something random.
Just to be cheeky about it.
Exactly, like put like a single potato or something.
I mean, Utah's really not that far from Idaho, so.
That's true. That's true.
And some theories, Dave Sparks of Diesel Brothers described it as they got a concrete saw and they cut into the red rock there on how it was put there. Wendy Wisher of the University of Utah believes it took a group of people to build the monolith. And it's been compared to works of artist John McCracken, who believed in extraterrestrials. So we've got the natural a group of people did it. Then we've got aliens did it.
When I was looking at the John McCracken, he has made similar sculptures to that, like very, very similar sculptures, which that makes me seem like, oh, it had to be him. But there are other people who have made sculptures kind of like it, not the same shapes or anything like that. But there's a lot of people that make sculptures like that, so it's kind of hard.
Aliens.
I mean, if you're John McCracken who believes in extraterrestrials, maybe they told him to make that.
Who knows? But I honestly think it was what work of a person like John McCracken or a group of people who, got bored in 2016 and built it, but when in doubt, go to aliens.
Aliens. Yeah, I don't think there's anything supernatural about it or alien about it. I think it's just metal sculpture that someone put up in the desert, and I'm really surprised that they didn't take credit for it because I mean, as much intense media coverage that it had, that would be like a pretty good like boost to whoever it was that made it, I feel like.
Yeah, but if it's aliens and that they know how us humans are, maybe they just didn't want to take credit.
Oh, so you're saying the reason why no one took credit for it is because it was aliens. Ah, I see, I see.
I mean, I'm not saying it's aliens.
Maybe it was like an alien drop pod. Maybe there's an alien side of it. Ooh.
X File music. But I think that's all for this week. I think next week we're on the hunt for the Holy Grail. Any last words?
Nautis, thanks for watching, everyone.
Well, we'll see you next week. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, drop us a follow, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, bye, everyone.